beginning, there were 5 crystals of creation. They were scattered to the far reaches of wild space and protected by guardians. One such guardian was Belanak, an ancient black dragon, killed for his knowledge by the Illithid Inoki. He placed his consciousness in an orb and placed it on a ship. Now, his adventurers search for the other crystals before they fall into the wrong hands.
Our adventurers found themselves split up on the Chainmen's vessel. Lee had an impactful conversation with the Cartania, who used a lightning elemental to retrieve information on his trident, pointing him in the direction of Theros to look for Karanos. Jay found himself dodging for his dear life against 2 chainmen, and with a little help from Taluga and Selena, they were dispatched. Lee gave Tex a helping hand and unlocked a mysterious box that he had a hard time opening, and in the process got a new BFF. Kerrigan finally found his missing tribe, minus the adult males, and headed towards Caharan, where all this started. Will our adventurers find the answers they're looking for, locate any more crystals of creation, or will they kick their ruby slippers together and understand there is no place like home? Only time will tell. Okay, so we last left you off in town, center of attention. There is Blake and Oren have brought out the kegs, and there's food galore, and you are listening to music, and everybody's clapping you on the back and welcoming you back.
What are you carrying?
Blake doesn't mind showing you around the town.
Wait, Blake's here?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Blake and Oren are here. He's the mayor.
Oh, shit.
He's the mayor of your town.
No fucking way he is. I am throwing a coup right now.
No, he is. He's.
We don't recognize his mayoralship in Texas.
Well, this isn't Texas. This is Jexlin.
Vote for him.
Well, it's one of the city states. We've seceded from the Union.
Which city-state is he a mayor of?
Yeah, it's definitely Texas does not recognize him as the governing body.
So he says, we've built this the town hall here, and this is sitting on the town hall is me and Oren and Green Knight Frederick. Mm-hmm. And
You mean Fredgren?
No, not Fredgren. Fredgren is here. He's part of the Caharan army, and he has an outpost, and he heard of your town and needed an outpost for the Caharan army and brought his family over there. So he's part of the standing army of Caharan.
Wait, are we being occupied by
You are.
extraterrestrial forces?
You are under the protection of Caharan. They gave you land. You're like a town in their country.
Oh shit, that means we have to pay taxes, don't we?
Yes, you have to pay taxes. And,
Texas doesn't recognize taxes.
yeah. Well, that's why Blake and Oren are here, and and he's showing you around the general goods store. There is a older gentleman there. You can name him whatever you want, and he has a general goods store there.
Berry cheese balls.
In the distance, you do see Belanak's mountain that exploded in a fiery volcano that's smoking on the top a little bit. The top of the mountain has caved in. There is a little bit of a trail of lava that is trickling out of the top of this. You can see on the map it says Belanak's Lair, and that is your town is right here. I don't know if I can. Yeah.
So what's the mountain smoking?
The mountain right here is Belanak's right there.
Yeah, and you said it's smoking. What's it blazing?
It's
Is it the good kush or just some mids?
No, just it's like a cigar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Have you
it's
heard
just a
of
cigar.
there's this new hit drug on the market called lava. Have you heard of it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I heard that shit's pretty hot.
it is.
Mm.
So that's pretty much where the kobolds go to and get their gold from, because a lot of the gold in Belenak's lair fell into the lava and all over when the mind flayers came, and they're mining gold in there. And yep. So he shows you around. So what are you guys gonna do?
So while we think, was it Blake?
Yep.
God's too many. There are like 5 characters, and yet how somehow completely forget their names all the time for some reason. So, we will relieve Blake of. He can be acting.
He can work as the
mayor.
tax man.
He can be acting taxman and in charge of things while we are gone.
Of course.
But while we are here,
Yep.
it is more of the rulers are the council of the adventuring party.
Oh yeah, this is your town. He's just taking over when you're not here, looking over the things. He says, I have the books here that you want to look over if you want. This is, and he says also, if you don't mind going into the town hall, we do have something for you.
Ooh, let's head into the town hall, which is probably like a log cabin.
It is a pretty basic log cabin. You walk in there. Oren has done some decorating around, so there is some tapestries on the walls. And there is a U-shaped table. There is 6 chairs. 3 are for you right now, and they pull up a couple. And he goes to the back room, comes back, and puts a sack of coins on the table, and he goes, this is your cut here, and yeah, this is for you guys.
While this is happening, while he's doing that, I'm gonna be talking to Orn about the tapestries we have around the thing. It's like, oh yeah, for this one here, good job so far, but just make me a little more ripped in this particular tapestry, not like actually like torn apart, but like, you know, like extra swole to make it more accurate to real life. You know how it is. As you depict,
Am I anywhere near this?
it's look,
Put yourself wherever you want.
just take some artistic liberty. You know what I'm saying? And I wink.
Okay. She smiles. She nods.
Something history is written by the victors.
And
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know where he comes up with these things. Does anybody grab the purse that he put on the?
Jay will grab.
To say if he doesn't, Tex is going up there
Here you
next.
go, Jay. It's 3,000 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Oh, we gotta put those in the ship storage.
We were thinking that you could use it for around here, but you can do whatever you want with it. It's yours.
Ooh, that's probably a good idea. First and foremost, we need a cantina. We can put that in the Texas. But yeah, we need a saloon and we need a cake baking shop. We can put those both in the Texas area.
Okay, we're jotting notes down.
We can call it the Moist Icing Cantina.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Moist icing now? It's a bit of a stretch.
Bit of a stretch. I did not get that reference until you said Moist Isley.
Yeah, it was a stretch. Not my best one.
I just said ill because of moist.
Yeah.
Gross.
We also need a permanent jazz band played by 4 people with really bulbous heads and dark black eyes.
I get that reference.
Well, there's some music playing in the cantina. Let's see, what else do we need?
How about we make Texas area the sort of entertainment area make
recreational area.
recreation. Yes.
Yeah, we can use a lot of sandstone in this area. It'll look all nice. I can see that.
And
Because everyone knows Texas is the best place to be.
Sure. No Warforged allowed though. They don't serve their kind in here.
Oh, wow.
No droids. Not in the moist icing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in the moist icing cantina.
3PO had to stay
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, but that's only in moist icing. You go over to the Rusty Bucket, which that's also the next one next by. That's also a little blacksmithery and brew pub.
how about by the way, we make Kurgan's area more of the living space where if anyone wants to come here, doubt they will. We don't have much. They can live in Kurgan.
What do you mean? We got Texas.
This
Once it's
Well, Texas
built.
can't be everything.
this area
That's what you
is
think.
it's on the corner, like the edge of Belenak's lair, which Belenak had a lot of sulfur, and the area was very dead around it. So this area, since Belenak has left, his influence over this area is no longer is starting to bud again. But then
This
again,
is ripe real estate then.
yeah, it's still ash covered because you guys been probably 2 months, a month since you left, so it's still covered with ash. It's not very good farming. They haven't had a good chance to. They have to buy their food around here, but what they do have is free reign over Belenak's lair to go mining. So there's a lot of mining here. Some trees, definitely lumber, but not a lot of farm.
All right, then that means we definitely need to be able to increase our revenue, and by doing that, we should open up some brothels in Texas, and due to our landscape, we should call it In the Ash Hole.
Tex, as much as I like the idea, how about we limit our spending on Texas? We don't have much, only 3,000.
Plenty. Texas will thrive.
Yes, and we want everyone else to thrive too.
Yeah, but it'll be our revenue stream, and then from there, we can turn that to other parts of the nation. You gotta spend gold to make gold, I think. I'm not an investor.
Wow. Yeah, you know how I said I was bad at names? Toak is the artificer, correct?
Correct.
Toak, and Jay will turn to look at him. I assume he's here.
Oh, yeah, he's right there. He's
Um,
taking everything in.
do you think you might be able to, I don't know, do anything with all this sulfur? You seem like an intelligent person, and you make various bits of devices.
It would take me a long time. I don't know how long we're planning on staying here. I thought this was like a one stop and then we're out of here. Don't we have some pressing matters here? But
Yeah, we do need to get to the cave.
Yes, it's just an idea. Gunpowder.
I don't know what you're going for. We got some charcoal over here, but I don't know what this does. If only we had some
There's
nitric
weird
acid.
moss down here as well. I'm gonna call it Pete.
Mm.
Wonder what
Yeah.
those are used for. Anyway, So, Tex, you're right. How about we build my land can remain barren for now until we figure out something to do with it. Kurgan's land can be where people settle, and maybe we might have a bit of a lumber business there. Might be something for your tribe to, what we have of your tribe here to do. And
That's their axes.
And Texas area we can use for entertainment, etc. Though I don't know how many people we would be able to get to staff the brothel, so maybe wait on that a little while.
Well, we just gotta-
for women and children.
Yeah. We just gotta market it as rare and exotic. We got kobolds, don't we?
Jay just looks at Kurgan. What is his reaction to that?
Jürgen, he's just looking like...
This is willing employment here.
If a facial expression could sigh, that's the facial expression that Kurgan's making.
He sighs.
Well, Jay,
And he does that too.
maybe not just leave your area barren. We could have your people attempt to start some agriculture in your area. I don't want to decide for you, but
That might be an idea. Hopefully they can
have them build like a little temple or something for you when you get back. I don't know.
No, I don't really need one. We can try and yeah, I think we can try and start agriculture. You got all that, Blake?
Yeah, he's jotting it down. Yeah. Ash hole, brothel, and agriculture. Got it.
Moist icing.
Yeah, moist icing,
Moist
cantina,
Got it.
and cake bakery.
Green Knight Frederick comes up to you, Kurgan, and he goes, "How are you doing? How's everything going?"
Well, much better now that I've got everyone, well, most of everyone back. Got
Yeah.
like maybe a third of everyone to go, but still, it's better than all of them just being gone.
Definitely. We're all proud of you. We're thinking about settling down here. We've been wandering around, but we're going to take your cue from what you want to do, but we're going to settle here for a little bit in your land.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Good idea.
And then we'll figure out what to do after that. And since we're traveling folk, we don't need much. We have our tents. And there is a barbarian camp not too far from us that we can do trade with. So that's what we're planning on doing.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah. Orin comes up to you guys too, and she's like, I do want to talk to you about Timmy. I was thinking that you should leave him with us. We'll take care of him. It's not very safe for him to be on the ship with and have a young child there, and he'd be safe with us here. If
He's only gotten shot once. He'll probably be fine, but you do make a good point.
yeah, so it's something to consider, guys. If Blake and I would be more than happy to have him stay with us.
He's gotten pretty good at farming. He's doing this thing called hydroponics or something like that.
Oh, excellent.
So he might be pretty useful there.
You'd probably have to drag him off the ship.
No, the dragon is on the ship.
Badum-tish crickets. He seems like he wants to stay. So.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. What 12-year-old wouldn't want to be on a ship flying through space? But it's just not safe for him.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is a very different situation than when I grew up in. Though,
Yeah.
granted, my whole situation's been thrown a little out of whack due to other events that you guys weren't there for.
Not to
Don't worry, we haven't killed Jack Daniels yet.
Yeah, not to be rude, I'd rather keep him with us. I mean, it might be safer if he's with us because, not to be a pessimist, but our enemies might come here.
Well,
They would do that? They come and attack our homeland?
I mean, we saw what happened to Kurgan's area.
That's fair.
Well, we have the protection of the Caharan army, but whatever you decide, we'll follow. But just throwing it out there that we'd be more than happy to have him stay with us.
Definitely something to think about.
The revelry's outside, the music's playing. If you guys look outside, you can see the kobolds are setting up what seems to be an army training ground. It looks like they're recruiting a lot of people for their ship. And they're running a lot of other kobolds through obstacle courses, and under Dresden is looking at these kobolds and selecting them, and they're being put on the ship, the kobold vessel.
Hey guys, it looks like we're getting more people for Operation Meat Shield. I whispered to the other party members.
Yeah, you see this through the window of the town hall.
Should we talk to the kobold ship? Should we, say anything to them?
We should probably direct them a little bit.
I mean, they think you're the greatest helper of Belanek, Tex.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I guess I could say some words. Do you have anything you guys want me to specifically bring up or not specifically bring up is probably more accurate? Or
Probably, I don't know.
Honestly, I just meant, involve them more with our plans, because of,
that's
what
fair.
we're trying to do, because they're just going to follow us.
do we have any extra send-in stones or send-in rings?
Nope.
Do I still have one? I'm just fumbling around my pockets, feeling to see if I still have one.
We could be maybe able to put one on their ship.
Do I have a send-in stone?
Well, we can send a message from our ship. The sending stones are more for in between us when we're not on the ship.
They have a message orb on their ship.
Okay. So we can always do that.
It's pretty standard for vessels to have a message orb.
I mean, in that case, I'd probably walk up to see what they're doing outside as far as recruiting and everything.
Yeah.
See what they're saying.
Yeah, Dresden is putting them through the paces. There seems to be younger kobolds there and recruiting, and there's a big line of them. Some of them are not making the cut, and they're walking, shoulder slumped back to their huts. So what are you saying?
Shit. First, who looks to be the head guy in charge? What's the captain's name again? I don't remember him.
You got. Let me figure it out here.
I don't think you remember either.
It's Lurt.
Is it Bonaparte? No, that's not.
No, Captain Crunch died.
Yeah, Captain.
Oh, I miss Captain Crunch.
Yeah, it's.
You gotta get a statue for him somewhere.
You got Lurt, who's the captain of the
Lurt.
ship. Lurt, and then you got Dresden's the admiral now. So you got Lurt.
All right, so they're just sitting. They're off to the side watching this whole thing, or how are they?
They're like
Which one seems to be directing this right
Idol.
now?
They're like American Idol. Like they come up and they're like, "Oh, you made it. You didn't make it."
Oh, let me be the Paul Abdul here and be like, "Oh yeah, you're totally making it in." While the other two actually do official shit.
Yeah.
But first one was, hey guys, what's the lay of the land here? You two, what you guys doing here? I mean, it looks like you're recruiting people.
Adding to our ship. We're getting a full crew. We need more, and this is Belanak's kobolds, so we are adding them to our forces.
How many you got so far?
25. We're trying to get 50.
All right, well, it's working pretty good. So I see you're sending a lot of the guys away afterwards, right?
Correct.
You know, I notice you're like, a lot of them you're not letting through.
No.
And now I understand, you do need more physically able ones for your crew the ship. But I think you guys are missing out on an opportunity here. What if you, and listen to me, hear me out. We use them to help establish this place to fund our ship and our escapades and the army here.
Yes, that's what they're doing. They are mining and looking for loot inside Belanak's lair and giving it to the statue of Belanak.
The statue, but how can the statue get the things to us? I mean, I'm saying if we invested into this town here and use them, and they actually become members of this town, then from there, we can also sort of like combine forces here in order to not only make this place a better town overall, give them better conditions to live and work in, and it'll also give them the opportunity to make extra revenue just by making this a better place to go to. You know what I'm saying?
We have our own town. It's that mountain right there. That's our land.
It looks like it's kind of exploded, man.
We live inside the mountain. There's tunnels and underground.
Well, I'm just
Where the
saying.
explosion came from.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like there's a lot of rock in the way there, and I understand you're sort of carving out your niche
Makes
into it.
new holes. Lots of new holes. Going down and down and down.
I understand you guys like going down with each other, but that's not what we're trying to get at here. I mean, I'm just saying. Well, I know what you guys are doing, providing revenue, but if we make this town grow, we get other people to come and join in and provide revenue rather than just keep the cycle closed. We open the cycle for other individuals to come become funding. You get what I'm saying? Are you, am I?
That's why we give the money to the Statue of Bonac, so you can use to grow the town, and thus we help you and you help us.
Okay, I guess that kind of works. Just trying to make more of a cohesive unit, but you guys want to do your own thing. That's fair. That's fine. I'm all about independence. Also, heads up, we're looking to make some brothels and cantinas in Texas for if anyone knows dropouts or guys that when you come back here for refueling or stuff, you need to get some more vigor in your step. Stop on by, and I slide him, I guess, a voucher. One free lap dance, I guess. I don't know.
Did Tex come here with vouchers? Like, before we even landed on Caharan, yo, I got some vouchers, guys.
It's in crayon. It's the same. On the back, it said, like, you know...
I owe you.
Yeah, I owe you.
It's like, one lap dance, beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very crudely drawn ass on there.
They're confused by it. They're looking it over, and then they go back to training their kobolds.
I think I guess I should talk to Timmy.
Okay. Timmy is in his room. The door is locked, and there's a chair blocking the door, and then he shoved his desk that is blocking the chair.
Open the door.
I'm not. What do you want? I'm staying in here. I'm not opening the door until the ship is flying, and then I'll open.
Call Kurgan.
You can call Kurgan all you want. I am not opening this door.
Okay, I'm gonna count to 3.
You can't even count to
1, 17.
Yeah, exactly.
34.
I'm not opening the door. You guys
87.
and you want me to stay here.
3. All right, Kurgan. I need you to come on, Kurgan. Kurgan, can you come here for a second?
Roll me a persuasion.
All right.
That for me or for Timmy?
For Timmy. I guess while I'm counting down. 22.
All right, he slides it over, and you hear a click, and the door unlocks.
Hey, man, I'm gonna open the door then, I guess.
And he's like, "What do you want?" And I'm not getting off the ship.
I know you're saying that right now, but look, man, this is not only just probably the smart move to do, but also a hell of a great move for you right now.
When have you ever offered a smart move?
I'm not going to answer that.
That's what I
because I was told it was a smart move, so I know it's probably a smart move because I think Jay said it. But at the same time, he said some other things. But that's beside the point. I'm getting confused and lost. But think about it this way. This is a fresh town. You could help forge this new area. We're going to be building brothels, bars. You can get your name established here. And with all the work you've been doing in the field and within the ship, if you could bring that to this town area as well, boy, I'm just saying that's a whole opportunity there.
So you're saying forget the flying ship through outer space in all the different worlds, in adventures, in gold, in flying bars, and all of that, and become a farmer.
No, I'm saying become a leader within this community.
I'll pass. I'm gonna.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Let me finish. Also, how's your scar healing right now? Just
He lifts
curious.
it up, and it's always gonna be a scar there, but it's healed up, and he's feeling a little bit better.
This place is dangerous, man. Yeah, I know it's got the excitement here, but this is a freshly forged town. You don't think there's gonna be bandits coming to rob? Like, it's gonna need someone to protect it, and we can't do that.
Yeah, well, who's gonna look after you? If it wasn't for me, you would have been dead in the Church of Bane.
I would have figured something out. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I had a plan.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No. I would have gotten something. And honestly, if it wasn't for us, if you hadn't been, then you wouldn't have had that scar and been so hurt in the first place. Where was I going with this? I had something.
Whatever it is, it's not gonna get me off the ship now.
We gotta get you off the ship.
No, I'm not getting off the ship.
Well, we need you off the ship. It works better. You're a I hate to say this, you're a liability most of the time, and it's an extra thing we have to be worried about and concerned about. And we do want to have you here and assisting with this place, but I'm just gonna tell you like it is. We can't be watching over you, and you almost died, man.
Yeah, well,
You were a butt hair away from death.
Well, that's fine, but I didn't die, and I am, I'm fine.
Yeah, but that's it's not just a problem like if you die, but it's a problem because it goes on us. We have to live with it.
Okay,
if you want to go out and kill yourself, that's fair.
Cast a spell right now.
All right.
He's gonna cast this.
That's fine. He's inside of his own room right now, and I'm in there with him. So
yeah. So you see him. He's casting up a spell, and he's preparing it.
All right.
Oh no, what's he gonna do? Run off this ship?
Yeah.
You're not gonna convince him. He's so dead. There's no persuasion against him. He's so dead set against this.
I know. I'm just trying to see which would be better, charm person or command. Well, what would you? Okay. Well, what would you consider? If I did successfully charm person, and would he be more willing to actually listen to me because it describes me as a friendly acquaintance, or would it be
Well, aren't you already a friendly acquaintance?
Well, he's treating.
Yeah, you are a friendly acquaintance.
Okay. Well, then in that case, it'd probably be command then.
Okay. So he's got to roll a what?
A wisdom saving throw.
All right, here comes Timmy's wisdom saving throw. A 19. Get out of here with that crap. I'm not going anywhere. Don't try any of that magic. You're the one that told me to practice my magic, and I saw that. Get out of here with that. Not going anywhere.
Kerrigan, I need an adult to throw him off the ship, because I can't do this.
Does Jay hear this as well?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I'm not being subtle about it.
Go ahead. Put yourself wherever you want.
Jay will walk over. I assume Kerrigan will join.
Yeah, obviously. Because my name is called.
Tex, what's the problem?
I'm trying to get him to get off the ship.
Why do we want him off the ship?
Because I don't want to deal with the responsibility of having to manage him and take care of him in his own potential death from our shenanigans and misadventures.
I already said he can stay on the ship, Tex.
Yeah, but I didn't agree to that. I'm not sure if I particularly want that responsibility and concern there.
Now, I'm not saying that my tribe would have allowed him to do it at this age, but he needs to go out and see the world and go up there and have adventures, and I'm not going to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
If I stopped an idiot youth who was doing something stupid in the sake of adventure, I'd be like the people who didn't want me to leave.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, though, how many times has he, a literal child, almost died?
4? 3.
We don't even know, see?
How many times have you almost died, Kerrigan, in
Yeah, but I'm an
Tex?
adult.
Yeah,
And
he's over 3 times twice your age. I'm not exactly sure.
Didn't you get kicked out of your tribe because when you were young, Kerrigan?
Yeah, that's because I made a mistake which could have costed a lot of people to go hungry and even starve.
if we do not keep an eye on him here, then he'll probably try and go on, even if we leave him here somehow and he doesn't sneak back on board.
I
He'll
mean, it shouldn't be hard to keep him off of our ship. If he gets onto another ship, that's I guess to be on him there. But I mean,
he would
That's on
probably
him.
find another way to get out into the world, and he would be doing so without us to make sure that though he might get into a few scrapes, he won't get killed. I'd rather have him here where we can watch over him while he learns more magic and adventures more than have him be out of our sight while he does the same thing.
and or the opposite there. If we have to do it, it's our responsibility there, and I have my own personal goal, and I don't want to have to deal with that responsibility as well.
So it's fine if you decide to ignore him on your quest for revenge, and if he dies, he dies? And you can just live with that?
Not just saying. Well, it's more if he makes that extra choice to go on to and to put himself into a dangerous situation, that's fine, but I will not willingly put this child into a dangerous situation. Knowingly put him into a dangerous situation.
What exactly do you think this place is? And Jay will gesture towards the Independent City Jackson in general. Just gonna shut up with that long name in the scene. This isn't. There's a ship full of kobolds. And
We're Caharan then.
what?
If you don't like it here, but I think it's fine.
I'm not going
I
back.
grew up in
to
places
Caharan.
around there.
There's no way I'm going back there. I'd rather die than go back to that freaking stinkhole of a city.
Then boom. I mean, I guess we could drop you off with my parents then. That might work. Back in where I'm from. Though I'm gonna get some weird questions from him probably about why I have a kid. But he's not even my kid.
Well, I'm not going anywhere, so you guys can go ahead and talk all you want. And he gets back in his bed and he throws the covers over his head.
Being silent through all this, what would you rather do?
Both of you guys have made some pretty good choices, arguments for this. One, he's a kid. We don't want to put him in a dangerous situation, and because of that, we have to be more careful about what we as a ship and a crew do. But
we can't do that in our current quest, in our what our objectives are. We're going to be in dangerous situations.
I know exactly, but like Jay was saying, you got kicked out because you wanted to, because you didn't get to do what you wanted to do, and so you left. You were unhappy there. Although Timmy should be able to make that same choice, I don't think he's had enough experience to know what that choice really means. He might not be the most important member of the crew, but this is probably a decision that everyone should get to make. Because we all know him, we're all friends with him. He does farming, that's pretty cool. He can, he might not be strong enough to do some of the things around here, but when we need someone on that, stealth orb, he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
We've never thrown him into the front jaws of the beast. We've always tried to keep him safe in fights, and we've always tried to keep him on the ship.
Yeah, but
Well, that's
still,
the
he's
thing.
already been shot once.
Mm-hmm.
And we had nothing to do with that. Imagine what would happen next time.
Mm-hmm.
Could be just as bad, could be worse, could be a tiny little scrape. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing with Timmy?
So, do we put it to a vote here?
Put it to a vote with the crew?
It's not where I stand. I don't.
It's between
think
you
it's a
three.
smart plan.
What do you three want to do?
I say we leave him here. I feel it's safer without him.
I say we keep him because he can do enough where he can get onto a ship somehow, and then he's not somewhere in space, not in our eyesight.
All right.
Or he could
Jurgen,
also just...
you're the tiebreaker.
Oh, I love
He can
this.
cast Disguise Self and Invisibility.
Well, it's the thing. You're giving a kid a knife, or it's different if a guy steals a knife and stabs himself with it, or you give a kid a knife and he stabs himself with it. Like, it's...
Okay, odds. Odds, I'm with, Tex. Evens, I'm with Jay.
Oh, his life is... Oh, it's...
Ooh. It's with J, which means
Oh,
that Timmy stays.
oh, Timmy stays. It's even. Okay. So he's staying.
If
I don't agree
Timmy
with this.
really wants to stay, I feel that he should be put through a bit more sort of like combat training. Like, he's already doing spells and that's great, but if there's in some sort of situation when there's an anti-magic cone or whatever, I think he should be able to like at least use like maybe a short sword. Because a dagger, that might not be enough, but I don't want him to have like one of these big things and I just tap one of the swords in my back.
Well, then that's your responsibility then.
Oh, he's
And I'll
got,
turn and leave.
he's got a +2 to his short sword attack. He knows how to use a short sword because he's been in the army.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because then we need...
That'd be the second time he almost died. Yeah.
Yeah, Jay has no... Jay has only seen him die, like, almost die once, right?
Yeah.
When he got shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually killed plenty of people, so he's got a
Yeah,
short
Jay knows
sword.
that this guy is a natural-born killer and then almost died once. Which is, like, everyone in the party, basically.
But he's 11.
All I'm saying is, I think we just train him as a arcane trickster rogue, and we just try and boost his dex as much as we can, mechanic-wise. Story-wise, we just train him in magics and in close quarters combat, since he's a child, he needs dex more than strength.
So Timmy's staying on the ship, and he's happy. And is there anything else you guys want to do in your town of Jexlin?
I think we've covered everything as far as the town. Just again, commission some statues for
Okay.
myself in my own vain purpose,
You can
and one for Captain Crunch.
You can write me a list of things that you want to try to get accomplished. Long rest, sleepover. Jay, you can't pile in anything today because you just landed, so you're going to need to rest. Okay? Is there anything anybody wants to do for the rest of the day here in overnight in the town of Jexlin?
Boring stuff like buying food for the ship.
Yeah, that's already,
Yeah.
that you don't have to buy nothing. They're loading it onto your ship. You're fully stocked.
Yeah.
10 days
Okay.
worth of. Is there anything else? No one wants to do anything?
Sell my silverware.
You sell it
let's-
at the general goods store. You get
All right.
Yep.
Well, I have it written down. This was like 5 silver each, and I have 21 pieces of silverware.
Yep. So go right ahead and cash that out.
Perfect.
Anything
Hey,
else?
stealing all that stuff came in worth it. Got a couple gold.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Because we all each have like a mile of land, it belongs to us. Does that technically make us lords now?
Yes, you guys are lords in Caharan. But you are under. It's still Caharan land. You own it, but you have to pay taxes, and you don't have an army because they have their own army there to protect you.
And we have 2 armies, and they're in our sleeveys.
Oh boy.
Shut up. We should. You know what we should do? We should make some sort of like a militia, or maybe some sort of like police force. Like,
Just ask Blake to organize it.
Well,
yeah, we should ask
Yes,
him.
like-
Green Knight
he's like-
Frederick has your tribe and
And a whole bunch of
Yeah.
kobolds.
and a whole bunch of kobolds, and Fredgrin is there with a small contingent of Caharan soldiers in some barracks.
Oh, by the way, I'll buy a hand crossbow.
Okay, it's done. General goods store has that.
Some bolts for Timmy to use, because and I'll ask Kieran to train him.
Okay, anything else anybody wants to do? It's getting late. Sleeping, long rest.
I want to go to the cave eventually, but that's a while away. That'll probably be the next day's situation is travel over to
Yeah.
Texas's hometown.
So wake up, morning time. It's quiet. What are you guys doing?
Well, we good to fly over to town sometime earlier today in my hometown. It's a little bit to the south. Yeah, I just want to go to visit my hometown.
All right.
To Texas hometown, where Timmy
Alright,
will die immediately.
So Jay, you pilot the ship. Tex is showing you where it's at, and
Should just be somewhere around here on the map. There's be a lot of open fields, farmlands. There's like a small little center city hub.
okay.
Small place.
You describe your town. What's it look like here?
Sort of come along to again, large rolling plains for the most part. A lot of houses sort of spread out with fields. Once we actually get closer and closer towards like the center of like these like sort of common farming areas with their own individual house and stuff, everything's more or less like a couple miles apart between these houses until like the actual main hub, which is like a 2 or 3 road town has a little tavern, general store, a couple general stores, and a little blacksmithery, and a bank within the small thing. Sort of out of like a ghost town you see in sort of a Western style movie.
Got it.
Yeah, it's like, well, this is Martinsburg here, you know, founded by Martin Schrag.
Okay.
Just be careful there. You might see that little guy wandering around in the middle of the street, crazy Phil. Don't mess with him. He might stab you. He's got his name for a reason. Travis Schrag and his family currently run the inn there. If we continue on a little further out towards the west, you'll see, and I point out to like this, like just a small ranch house. That's my house over there. To meet my rents, we can, I guess, park over there. This seems to be a very strange situation to pull up in. I don't think they've ever seen anything like this.
No, they have not. In that your ship is not really set for landing on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So as
The
it
ship
comes,
isn't set for landing, period.
right? So there's no like thing there for it to land. So I'm gonna need you guys to roll me a strength. I need 1 for each side. So Kurgan, roll me a strength with advantage, and Tex.
I'm gonna roll
Yeah,
strength.
I'm pretty sure
Strength check.
Is Trowman still alive?
Trowman, Trowman is an old man, so you're gonna either you can have
Rocker.
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 He can
roll
do
your
it. He
strength.
is not better. Wow. good. I think actually, what's your
Actually, you can have
-1.
You can roll for Lee doing it.
You know what? I don't think we will. Man, I forgot how few crew we have.
Yeah, we kind of lost Morgan and
Yeah.
the other guy who turned into a vampire.
Yeah, Torgon.
Yeah, Torgon.
What are we thinking? Thyros is here.
Oh yeah, Thyros, he'll do it.
Thyros is not there. He left.
Yeah.
He's on like a religious
He's
pilgrimage
on a
or something.
religious
dang it.
pilgrimage.
We're gonna have to get rid of Thyros on my crew. Is Dresden here?
Dresden is here. If you want Dresden to go, I can.
We don't.
He's not.
Why do we have only Kurgan here with decent strength?
You know what? Timmy's like, I got this.
You know what? Timmy
gonna show you.
got this.
Timmy's gonna show you.
I don't know where
Here it
Timmy's
goes,
strengths
Timmy. I
score.
got it. Here it is. He's gonna show you. He's gonna show you.
Oh, good.
Timmy's actually the best. Timmy is... Okay, Kurgan rolled a natural 20. So...
You can't handle both sides of just one arm each?
So Timmy, is gonna prove himself, and he fails mightily. But with Kurgan's natural 20, he rights the ship just in time before it crashes down. It tilts this to one side as Timmy messes up horribly, and Kurgan's like, oh shit, and fixes it, and it lands smoothly down on the ground.
Guys, if we cannot crush my parents' house,
Yeah.
childhood home, I'd really appreciate that.
Your dad runs out. He's like, what the hell's going on around here?
And he's a standard, it just looks like a casual guy, just a farmer, sort of worn down, older, probably around, I'd say, 60s, early 60s, late 50s. I'm like, hey Dad, how's it going?
Oh my.
This
Is that you,
Yeah.
Tex? Oh my goodness. It's
his
been
parents
so
are-
long.
Yeah, and Texas parents are painfully nice. Like literally the nicest. Like they're overbearing parents, but they're not like overbearing in like the bad ways. They're just overbearing because they're just so nice. Like it's like have you ever seen the show where they have like those the kid that's like a goth kid, but the parents are just so nice to him anyways.
Yeah.
It's like that sort of dynamic, except they're such general nice farming honest people. And then Tex became an adventurer
What's your mom's name?
Tara.
Tara, come on out here. You won't believe who's out here. It's Tex. Oh my goodness, it's Tex. And they come running out and look at you and give you a huge hug.
Friends, come on, guys. All right.
Oh my! Have you been eating your vegetables? You look kind of skinny. Oh my goodness gracious! We gotta get you some food on you. And you haven't shaved. Do you have a toothbrush? Oh my goodness! We still have your stuffed animals
I have
that you
a
wanted.
toothbrush. We don't need to talk about Mr. Cuddles, but that's beside the point.
Come on.
There's some important things we need to talk to you about.
Okay,
just
well,
going
bring your
to-
friends in.
I'm just going to whisper to Jay, how did they not notice his arm?
I and leg.
What happened to you? This is very strange. I mean, what is that? Some type of glove?
Yeah, it's like a glove. It just doesn't come off, and
we told you should have been a doctor and a lawyer, and look at you, went off, and now look at you. You look like a mess.
Well,
I
I
think their
was trying-
eyesight is failing, Kurgan.
Do you remember Samuel down the street? He became a doctor, and
you're always going on about him.
Sarah, and they're doing great. And
Wait,
look
what?
at you.
You married what?
Do you married yet? Do you got any grandkids? We'd love to have some grandkids.
No. Speaking of your
We just
children,
floated
though,
up over the side of the ship.
Sarah's
Oh,
Sarah's not quite dead, actually.
what do you mean? Our Sarah? What do you mean she's not dead?
We met her.
Yeah, it was a very harrowing experience because, the whole reason I left was to, avenge her. But she's not dead. She was alive, which I was ecstatic about.
Your mom almost faints.
Oh boy! Oh my mom!
Yeah. And she
breathe.
Oh,
breathe.
What?
There.
What do you mean? She's alive?
Yeah, but she's different. I don't know how to say it. She seemed strange. I mean, I'm different too, but like, I'm still me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the arm's a little weird. I mean, the glove's a little weird, but
we knew you never could pay attention during school and stand still, but that doesn't mean you're different.
We don't have to bring that up either. Again, but the real issue is, you know how that cave we used to play in as a kid with me and her, and then
you in that cave, yes, and ever since that incident happened with you two, we sealed up that cave so no one else could go in there, and
probably a good idea. However, I am gonna need to go back there because she hinted at something that what happened to her, or happened to me, is involved in that somehow. I don't really understand it myself because it's some sort of wacky magical thing.
This is
so
just
look, I got
much.
A bird.
This is too much.
Bird's nice though, right?
Nice. It's a very nice bird, but I can't take it. Sarah's alive and you're back. This is too much for me. Oh my goodness.
I got a dragon arm. Your dead daughter might be alive, and I've got a bird.
Yeah. Also, do you like what is this thing even called? It's just like a wagon, but goes in the sky. I call it a sky wagon.
It's a Spelljammer ship, Tex.
And you didn't even introduce your friends.
This here is... Oh, shoot. Let me make sure I can read this out properly.
Jay claps a hand over Tex's mouth and just says, calming Jay, Mr. and Mrs. Matthias.
It's nice to meet you. Tex never really had friends growing up. It's so nice to see him finally have some friends to hang out with. He really
just our friends.
Rubbed people the wrong way, but it's okay. Thank you for being his friends. He used to have imaginary friends. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, well, I mean, these imaginary friends seem to be working out for me, right? Well, not working out. It's a whole thing as well. Well,
and who's your other friend?
This here's Kurgan. We go way back. Yeah, you heard about Caharan? All the stuff that happened there?
Oh yes, yeah. Very, very.
Yeah, we stopped that.
We helped stop that.
That was you? Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
we've been doing some good work out here. At least trying to.
Wow. Well, that's something that I can talk to the ladies at my next...
Yeah, did Samuel do that?
No, Samuel
did he stop a goblin army?
But he does have grandkids. Do you have any grandkids?
We have a stowaway.
Not the same.
Not a stowaway, Tex.
Although I can't say that he has any children, I will say that he has 1 mile of land. And he's now technically considered a lord.
And don't you worry, I've been trying to have as many children with as many women as I can.
Oh, Tex.
He really has.
It's kind of getting in the way of things, honestly.
That he's always had a mind of his own.
Oh God, you guys are pulling out the picture books. God, don't show them that.
We got a slideshow.
Vampire, so that was weird.
Don't tell my mom about. Well, I mean, it was pretty impressive. She tipped me. I hold up the platinum piece. Look at that. Kinda. I'm like, Dad, come on, that's pretty ballin'.
He elbows you. It's like, yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
My boy. It's good to see you guys. Well, we packed you some sandwiches on your trip down to the cave. Here you guys
the corners off, the crust off.
Oh, of course, just like you need it.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, I guess we can go. We can go to the cave. I mean, I would. I didn't need the crust to be cut off, but I mean, it's cool that you did. Not that I care.
So you guys heading down to the cave? How far is the cave from your house?
Okay, I thought you wanted to. It's probably like near the back area of the fields, near like the wolves, like near the woods, like it's like a little like tree line. Okay. After that, it's probably like another like 30-minute walk.
Okay.
And then sort of past a little stream, and it opens up, and there's this little cave that goes downward.
Okay. So, are you guys going there right now?
I mean, yeah, I guess that's what I think we need to do.
Time to investigate a crime scene, like year-old crime scene.
So you go there, and there is several boulders and rocks that have covered up the cave.
You did say you tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
Jay can try and lift some rocks with
Kerrigan, yeah.
You don't even need to roll a strength check because some villagers did it. It takes you a little bit of time to move these boulders around, but there's enough room for you guys to climb up and into the cave.
Can finally use that 720-pound lift capacity.
Nice. So you guys open up the cave and you look in. And it's dark. So you guys gonna use any light in this thing?
I guess yeah, I guess I'll light a little torch.
Do you have a torch on your character
I
sheet?
should. Yeah, I have 10 torches.
Okay. So
A bunch of them. But when what's it called? Enhance or infuse my dragon arm with sorcery points. Can we make it flavor so it lights up?
Like
what?
the spaces in between the scales, sort of.
Yeah, like start to like glow with like the red fire from the dragon.
If you use some sorcery points.
Yeah, like so I have to do that anyways to enhance it for like melee damage or for damage. Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I'll do that.
Okay.
That sounds more baller.
Yeah. So you hold it up your arm and in between the scales is this light. What color light?
Oh, it's a red yellowish. It's sort of like a glowing like flames in a way.
Okay.
So it's that red dragon arm. So it just casually glints off.
You guys go into this cave and it's very musty. Water is dripping from the ceiling in certain spots, and there is moss on the ground, and it's pretty big. It's like opens up into a 50 by, it's rough to give you an exact amount, but it's like 50 feet around. So there's debris all about, and you're looking around. So you guys what are you doing in here?
I'm gonna see if I can try to like contact Steve, the god of chaos, see what the hell happened here.
Okay, you can give me a wisdom roll here.
Yes. Natural 20.
Holy shit!
Wow. I think we're about to talk to a god.
So
not have gone better there.
Your eyes start to glow with this light form that you guys, Kurgan and Jay can see. All of a sudden, you see almost a flashback. You see Sarah is in the middle of the cave, and she says, "Look, I have finally deciphered these texts." You see Jack Daniels is there, and he says, "Come on, Sarah, let's get out of here." And she says, you don't understand the power that they possess. I know where the Sword of Kos is. I can destroy him. All we need is a sacrifice." And Jack Daniels turns and goes, "Yeah, and who will that be? There's only us." And she says, my brother is on his way here now. And Jack Daniel goes, I want nothing to do with this. Come on, let's go. We can leave this sphere and be done with all of this. And she says, silence. And she reaches her arm out to him. And she's like, what are you doing? And you see him start to, like, his eyes start to change. And he becomes a bit more passive. And then you see yourself walking into the cave. And you see Jack Daniels start to bring his gun out. And he's raising it to point it towards you. And he's struggling. You see his muscles start struggling. And suddenly he turns, points it at Sarah, fires, and she lands down on this rock. And then you take your gun out and you fire at him, and it hits him in the shoulder and he falls down. But as he turns around, he falls down, he turns back and he fires a shot at you and hits you, and you fall down and you're laying there bleeding. And that's what you see.
Well, that is a lot. Did you guys all see that too?
No.
Jack? Oh.
No.
Can they have seen
that
it
was
all?
through your eyes. You rolled the
okay.
wisdom. They're like looking at you.
I thought it was like a holographic projection across the room.
You
but
saw
okay.
that. You.
Everything all right, Tex?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
and I don't think it will be for a while.
Yeah, eyes did kind of light up, so that was mildly concerning, at least.
Well, I'm trying to find the spot where Sarah was touching like the runes and stuff and everything.
Okay, you can roll me. You're famous.
You have to roll. Come on, I can't just use. I just saw it.
Okay.
The spot.
You go there, and
Yeah.
you see on the wall is a stone that's laying against it, and it's a tablet, and vines have grown over it.
Casually, like, move the vines away with my arm and
Yep.
see
it's
what
hard to
I can
read.
see.
Yeah, this is ancient language. You don't know. Jay, wait, hold on. Jay, what's Jay doing here?
Jay is looking concerned at Tex, but just in general, looking around, trying to see if anything jumps out at him.
Okay.
It's been over a year, I assume, since this crime happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been like 4 or 5.
Yeah, so Jay doesn't think he'll see anything, but he's looking around making cursory glances like, ooh, is there words over there?
You
Ooh,
can
is there
roll me a
let's see.
perception.
Alright. Hopefully this will roll.
Okay.
21.
So with the 21, you see a couple of things. You see there's these chiseled holes into the ground, sort of like a finger width, and they're all over the ground. Some of them have dirt that have like filled in the holes, and some don't. And you see in the far corner, there seems to be rocks that have been piled up in a certain section. And I'm going to go to Kurgan right now. Kurgan, what are you doing?
I'm also going to be looking at these holes, I guess, if Jay points them out.
Do you point them out?
Upon seeing them,
Yeah, I go, holes, and like stick a finger in one of them.
Yeah.
upon seeing them, I'm going to look at the roof.
Okay. Give me a perception.
Okay, perception. That is...
There's
16.
vines growing and moss, but there doesn't seem to be much in this the roof of this cave that stands out to you.
I was thinking, like, did those holes come from the cave roof or something?
No,
Did, like,
it didn't.
worms or them?
These are pretty cylindrical, like they are they're not naturally formed.
Oh, okay.
Any of you guys able to read this here?
Tex, you hear somebody in your ear goes, "I am here." And then the wind is blowing and the vines around you start rustling.
Is it you? Mel, is that you?
I am trapped in the fugue plane. I was tricked by Shar. The tablet is written in a language I do not know.
A lot all at once, but oh shit. Fugue plane, trapped by shark. You don't understand this tablet's language. Okay. Should I still ask the other two guys? See if they might recognize it, or
It is in a language of the gods, of the 10th level spells. It is above us.
so my basic understanding of Elvish is not gonna help here. Got it. Alright. Well, is the tablet able to be removed?
You can give me a strength. It's gonna be pretty
God.
high.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna...
2.
That is definitely not... You're straining. It's not even moving.
And you guys got a
You need help?
piece of paper and some charcoal? I can get a rubbing.
Yeah.
Fun fact, Jay doesn't carry that on him.
But Toak does, and he climbs up through the hole, and he's like, "Wait, guys! Oh my gosh, what is going on here?" And
Hey, what are you doing here, Toa? Good to see you.
it's good.
It's been
You
so
guys are
long.
so fast. So I'm glad I caught up with you guys.
Yeah, your tiny little legs. I love you.
And he's like, "Oh, let me see here," and he takes his etchings and brings it over and rubs it and does a rubbing of the tablet. He's like, "This is high magic. This is I can't even read this."
It's also good timing for you to be here, Toak, because I remember they needed a sacrifice.
Okay, well, look
Hey,
at this.
guys, you handle this one.
So,
Get his legs. No. Well, I'm guessing these holes down here have to be filled with something, and I'd assume it's blood. So we might need to slice ourselves open for something to reveal itself. Did you notice anything else, Jay, while you're looking around this room? Like any piles of stone or something?
You mean those piles of stone over there?
Oh shit! That looks to be covering something up. Kerrigan, let me use. I mean, I could barely move this tablet. I could move this tablet. Maybe you can try to give these piles of stones over here
going to be a
yank.
strength check of 18.
18. Okay.
Yo, Jay is strong. Jay will help Kurgan out with that.
Go ahead.
All right. So does that mean that? What is your total strength score, Jay?
My total strength score is 12, but I can lift 720 pounds.
Oh, okay. Well, my total strength score is 18, so I guess I'm doing this with advantage then?
Yeah, just maybe.
Go ahead.
Okay. Did I
Two
click
nat
it?
ones. Close, but no
Wait,
cigar.
and he gets a 17.
Okay.
One
enough.
before what we needed.
I thought we
Yeah.
needed a 17. Oh, we needed 18?
18. Yeah.
Shit.
So
Okay,
the
this is...
couple of
Try again.
Yeah.
Lift with your legs, not your back.
I'll give you one more
Muscles
shot.
are-
One more
Muscles
shot.
are pretty worn out from the wing. Okay, let's go. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and...
There he goes. And the rock
we are.
moves to the side, and what you see is a staircase leading down.
The staircase down here.
Oh, it's only the place I thought my sister got murdered. but apparently didn't get murdered. So I'm sure the staircase is not ominous at all, with God writing. Yeah, well, we can do this. Though, just for safety's sake, maybe have Jay go first.
Jay, fine. Jay will...
I mean, I'll go first if you want, but we know how that works out.
Jay will step through first.
Okay, so you lead down the staircase and it winds down to where you're actually going to be underneath where you're at right now. So
do I remember the cave having this part?
no, this has been
Yes.
yeah, you're too weak to ever move this rock. And you didn't have, you weren't really looking at it like this.
Yeah.
This is you notice this has there's enough dirt on this ground that nothing has moved from here. And Jay, as you go down these staircases, it leads into this wide room similar to up above, about 50 feet by 50. And there's these ceramic bowls all over the place. And as you're looking up, some of the light from up above is being shined through these holes in the ceiling where the finger with holes are leading down from the ceiling, and you can see. And there's hundreds of these ceramic bowls, and there's symbols on all of these bowls, and there's also small bird statues in the center of these bowls.
So is this some sort of magical bird bath here? Are these...
All of you are down now?
Yeah, I think we'd follow them afterwards.
You can all give me either history or religion check.
Oh, you know that matters for all of us, right?
Yeah. Oh boy.
Just one
anyone
person.
have the
Give me one
History? Oh, that's a natural 20.
Holy Jesus, man.
Wow, Tex really knows his history.
You notice that these are symbols of gods, hundreds of different gods, but they are all of the evil variety. You have Shar, Bane, Cyric, Merkel, Baal, in all different types. And you see some of these birds are missing from some of these. You notice that the one that's Shar is the bird is missing from it. And the one from Cyric, the bird is missing from it. And there's another bowl that's broken and the bird is missing from it. And your bird flies and lands in this ceramic bowl that is broken and sits in it and starts squawking.
All right. So these are ungodly bird baths. Maybe the best way to say this, I guess.
What?
So you see, there's bowls and there's like birds inside of them.
Yeah. And you notice there is a little bit of red in the 3 bowls that are dried, what could probably be blood.
Ah. There's no other bowls that have been filled and have missing birds?
No.
Alright, good to know, good to know. So, well, I think we figured out where this dude came from, but... you see, this one over here in Shar's bowl, if you, like this symbol right here, that's a Shar symbol. I remember Toak was teaching me about these a little bit ago, about all the different gods and stuff. I was bugging him about it, so I was like, what the hell does all this shit mean? Because usually it's all over my head. And this one over here is a Cyric one. And if you recognize that one, that's the one from that Bane guy who we fought in that church. But the birds are missing in the Shar and the Cyric one. And then there's this broken one. Which also, no bird, but it's shattered, so I assume I can't read what symbol was on there.
You can give me a perception.
Damn it, you're trying to make me lose my nat 20s. You bastard.
Jay sees all
Rat
from the back.
bastard.
13.
It's broken in pieces, but the last 4 letters are B-A-N-E.
So it says Bane for the last 4 letters here. That I might have it out of order. Or it's like on like it's broken off and it only has those 4 still connected together, or what?
Yeah.
Like it's like a broken off piece. It
Does Bane mean anything to us? Like something specific that I'm missing?
It's just that one, that church we fought in where I lost that, where someone lost the shard.
Well, no, there's the Church of... Yeah, actually, there's the Church of Bane, but I was like, no, why would we mention Thyros here?
Because he was born in the darkness, molded by it.
Raised by it. You didn't see the light of day till it was a young man.
And by then it was blinding.
Jay, roll me a perception.
Oh, yo, Jay's gonna roll a nat 1, watch. As I figure out how to roll perception. I forget every time.
Come on.
29.
Jay, you notice in the back area, it's very faint, but there seems to be an inscription that says, "The eye in your palm." And there's an eyeball on the wall. The eye in your palm.
Eye
Like
in your...
EYE or
E-Y.
I,
Yep,
like
just
letter
like that.
okay.
Jay's just gonna do a quick look at his hands and make sure there are no eyes in his palm or anything.
Nope. But
And
there's
you'll
an
look
eye
at-
on the wall.
His hands.
And, you know what? Jay's gonna do the stupid thing. Jay will, like, place a hand on that, where that hand is.
Okay. Wait, the hand on the eye?
Yes.
Okay. You feel a searing burning in your palm, and the wall moves to the side, and there's a secret door there, and it opens up, and there's another staircase leading down.
This cave is a lot bigger than I remember.
You didn't know about the stairs?
No, I didn't know about this one. And now there's even further down?
Further down.
How much light are we getting from Tex's arm?
Not much.
Like standard torch light, I assume, right?
You have dark
Oh,
vision,
so like
right?
what? I got 60-foot dark vision.
Yeah, so you're fine. You just can't see color, really. It's like, but
Yeah.
you're fine. Jay.
I knew I should have gotten Devil's Sight.
Jay also... Hold on, let me make up... yeah, Jay can't see either. Jay will light up his own torch.
Okay, and you've had a torch for. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's a staircase leading down.
Jay will lead down this
I was gonna
staircase.
say, we'll follow behind him closely.
We'll follow behind the person
Once
with
again,
evasion.
it's leading in a winding staircase, so now your ceiling the floor is now the ceiling above you. And as you go through, there is a giant statue of, it looks like an undead creature kneeling. It is, what is that? It's like a mummified, like dead, half dead humanoid figure. It's missing an eye and a hand. And the inscription on the base says the Whispered One.
Oh.
He's praying to a snake-like deity who is wrapped around him in a just wrapped it around and wrapping it around and wrapping it around. And does anybody have abyssal?
Yo, guess the abyssal boy in here with his abyssalness. Yeah, Jay has abyssal.
Wait, I might with Fiend. No,
No,
I thought it did.
So you do, Jay?
yeah, Jay knows abyssal.
Okay. there's an inscription on the snake-like deity that says, "He who eats the godless."
I will relay that to the rest of the, basically moving my finger over and relaying what I read.
So someone eats atheists?
I mean, are they that tasty? I don't think that really, flavor-wise, probably not the most nutrient-rich.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, but
Also, he's missing a hand and an eye. You guys notice that?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Jay, you feel something moving on your hand.
Ah!
You look at it,
His hand.
there's an eyeball looking at you on your palm.
God.
Don't worry, it's coming. Don't worry, it's coming. Jesus, oh my